Ever wanted to know what's really happening down there, but super scared to look? Let's walk through this. I'm Pauli, a women's health physical therapist, and this is Beyond the V Women's Health. I am on a mission to shed light on the lack of care, the lack of conversation about these uncomfortable topics, and to create resources for you and provide help. I created this channel because no mom or woman should have to struggle when there are answers. I think sometimes we might kind of want to know what's going on down there, but we're way too nervous to put a mirror down there or even look online for fear of what we might see. Let me help you walk through some of these terms and some of these areas so that you kind of have an idea of really what you might be looking at in a picture. And this can be a safe resource for you, one day for your children if you're trying to explain it, so that you know it's a safe place to come and learn about your body. So the first thing is when you look up the word vulva, I think when you look in the pictures, to me it always feels a little bit deceiving. Your vulva is this entire region. So if you were looking at yourself in a mirror, it would be the very tip top of your labia majora, which we'll get to in a second, all the way down to right before your rectal opening, or where the poop comes out. So that entire area, that is referenced as the vulva. The next part that I want you to be aware of, the coverings, or one of my patients once called them the curtains, the big curtains that have the horizontal line that go down, that is your labia majora. If you were to pull that back, there's two smaller flaps called your labia minora. Those smaller two, they actually cover your vaginal opening. Your vagina is the actual opening where the tampon goes, or the penis goes, or where your finger can go. That's where that is. So if we go back to the very tip top, your clitoris is a small bundle of nerve endings that sits at the very top. From patients in the past and helping them find their clitoris because they have no idea where it is, you should feel it at the very tip top. So at the very top where the V starts, where that separation is of the tissue, if I could draw a circle around that part, that's about the region that I would suggest if you were trying to find it. That's where your clitoris would be. That's where all the nerve endings are, and that is where stimulation of this particular body part is where orgasm can come from. So then if we go down even a little bit further, that's where our urethral opening is. So the urethra is a tube that attaches to the bladder, and that is where the urine comes out. So then if we go down a little bit further, that's where that vagina would be, or when we talk about the vaginal opening, or if you looked up the word introitus, that's kind of that's all the same. Then if we go down a little bit further, the very bottom of that vaginal opening is called your perineum or perineum. So if you were to tear or have an episiotomy while you're giving birth, generally in that perineum, that's where that tear would be. I had a patient just the other day say, I'm way too nervous to look online. I'm way too nervous to look at myself. So can you tell me actually where things are? So I hope this was helpful. I am changing the conversation on women's health, and I need your help. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below so you know when there's new videos. And share these videos with friends or other women that you know will benefit from this information. And for more resources, check the description box below.